All right. Welcome to Cleats&Beats, guys. It's been a while.
Yeah, we are back.
We are back. We are back. We are back. Sorry for delay. Little hiccups here and there. Life happens, but we're back on track.
Yeah,
Yeah, really busy week. A lot of stuff happening this week,
a
music
lot
wise.
going on. Yeah, a
Yeah,
lot going on.
it's a lot going on. But first of all, I went to the GNX concert.
How
Kendrick
did you
popped
like
up.
it?
Kendrick popped up here in Phoenix. It was great.
Give me the. I want a
Yeah,
breakdown of the whole experience. The ticket
all right.
buying process,
Yeah,
getting to the venue, getting to your seats,
yeah.
all of that.
So I bought. I'm one of those super fans. So I bought the ticket when they first announced it, but I didn't buy it right away because there's always like a rush. Everybody wants to go buy it.
Hmm.
So I waited for like maybe like 2 weeks, and then for some reason the prices started dropping.
Usually that's what happens.
Yeah, so one of my coworkers is a huge SZA fan. Like she knows almost every SZA song or
Mm.
whatever. So she was like, "Are we gonna do it?" I was like, "Why not?" So I
Hmm.
got a really, really, really good price. Got a good seat,
Mm.
and I live really close to the stadium, so it made it a little bit easier. I went even prior to that. I went there to like I drove there to kind of scout out like parking and everything because it gets you know how it is
Crazy.
because yeah, so it gets really crazy. We got there like 50 minutes before the show started, and you were right. They started right on time.
Hmm.
They started right
Yeah,
on time.
yeah,
So we went there, and then she wanted to get some merch. These merch is expensive.
yeah. Everybody always wants to get merch. I'm
Yeah,
really I'm not a merch guy,
uh,
but I mean it is pretty cool to get merch at the show.
yeah. I She bought some, and then I got. You know how there's always people that is like on the side selling like shirts, like rent. Yeah. So I got
Hmm.
one of those because I want it for my classroom. So I'm gonna hang those in my classroom with the ticket thing that I got. Um, they don't do physical tickets anymore, but they have
Oh yeah,
physical ticket
you
at
can
the
maybe print
entrance.
it out. You can print it out maybe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I got there and sat. We probably sat there for like 30 minutes. Everybody at the beginning, I was like, "There's no way this is gonna fill up." So, cause when we got there, it was like 40 minutes left, and I was like, "Are you sure this is gonna fill up?"
40 minutes before the show started.
Before the show,
And was
and
there a huge line in the front, or was
it
it normal?
was, but it was going by so fast because there was
Okay,
like so many different entrances. There was like no wait at all,
okay.
and they made everything so efficient, and the flow of the traffic was just so finding tickets. Or I mean, you've been to many stadiums, you know how it is
Mhm,
to find things.
mhm.
We just got there. We sat there for maybe 30, 35 minutes, and then like you said, Mustard came in.
Oh, yeah,
Mustard came in.
Mustard was there.
Yeah, he came in, did his thing. He actually played some hits. I thought he was gonna play some GNX stuff, but it made sense that he didn't,
Yeah,
obviously.
he's about to perform it.
Yeah, exactly. And then it was exactly on the dot.
Mhm.
And then the
You
whole
know,
thing
wait.
goes,
Question: Was what day of the
yeah.
week was it?
This was this was a Tuesday.
Yeah,
This is a Tuesday. Yeah.
I think if it's a
Yeah.
weeknight, they
Yeah.
have to be done by midnight. So
Oh.
I'm sure the concert probably end like 11:30
It
or
did.
11. Because I think
11:45.
there's
Yeah.
some mandates where you can't, depending on the venue and day of the week and the age of the tickets, you can't go past midnight. So they
It makes
have to
sense.
start. Makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
It was on a Tuesday, yeah.
Mhm.
And then you were right about staying off the internet. That would have ruined it for me for sure. Because everything from the beginning turned the light off, and then it was like did you catch the beginning of yours or no?
Yeah, I was there. Right. I always try to catch the beginning because
Yeah.
it's always where the energy is really
Yeah.
live because everyone is waiting for the performer to come on stage. I really
Yeah.
like the way he did it. because I was like, where is he? Where is he coming out from? And then
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
actually he's been on stage the whole time rapping, and then he comes out of the
yeah,
car. Yeah,
yeah,
it was
exactly.
cool.
Because the movie, the screen that they had it, it was like a car zooming in,
Mm-hmm.
and then him coming out. I'm actually glad that he started it off before SZA came on, because
Mm-hmm.
if SZA would have started, it would have kind of killed the energy a little bit. But I'll
I have
talk
a
about that
yeah.
later.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, and then he comes out, and then I thought he was gonna perform GNX. I mean, I thought he was gonna perform the Bodies, which he still needs to release that track. You know, the one that he
Mm-hmm.
performed at the Super Bowl on top when he was on top of the
Mm-hmm.
car or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't perform that first, which um I was real surprised. But I can't remember what song it. But he came in, the whole stadium was silent, and he just pops up, and then he just started rapping.
Yeah.
I wish I can remember the song which it was. But
Baggy
then the same
clothes.
time, the screen, everything was just matching with it. The dancers, everybody was just going with the flow. And I actually made a few notes, you know.
Good. Good.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
still
yeah, yeah.
have it. It's still pretty fresh in my head, so I can
Oh,
remember
is it? Yeah,
most of
yeah.
it. Yeah.
But I was very impressed with that. I like that our stadium is enclosed, because most problem that people have about stadium tours is that when they go,
Mm-hmm.
when it's open, you kind of hear like the echo go out. But this one, since it's enclosed, the
Mm-hmm.
speakers and everything just sounded really, 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 really nice.
Mm.
So that made it even perfect. And he does one song. Like I said in the group chat, I was really worried that his energy was not gonna be there,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because he did back to back to back shows in LA before
Oh,
coming to Phoenix. Yeah, he did
okay.
3 shows. But this guy was still on. The energy was there. And so he did, I think he did 4 songs. And then after he's done that, I was like, all right, Kendrick is done. I'm about to sit down because
Even standing
it's
the whole time,
yes.
your legs are tired.
This was
Yeah.
he went out for, that's what I was so impressed with, the just the
He
energy,
went on for a
because
while. Yeah.
yes, because just the energy and the breath control, people really don't take that into consideration. But the energy that it really, really takes to do it
Mm-hmm.
is magnificent. And then he did it, and then after that, since I came out, I was like, oh, I'm about to sit down. But SZA's energy that she also came out, I was like, damn, okay.
And then like whoever you went with, it was her time to
Yeah, it was her
stand.
time to stand out.
So
Yeah,
there was the
yeah,
ebb and flow
yeah,
of
exactly.
Kendrick
Yeah,
fans and SZA
yeah,
fans.
exactly. Which is kind of, it was weird seeing that, but
Yeah.
I kind of like understood it. But
Yeah.
I feel like more people stood up when Kendrick came out, because his songs were more
Mm-hmm.
energetic, more, it's more fresh to most of the GNX. Um, but one thing I wanted to point out, there was this 16-year-old white girl in front of me,
Mm.
and a person, my coworker, which I went out with, she was like, "This girl is putting us to shame." It didn't matter if it was
She knew all the
cut.
words.
Dude, it didn't matter if it was cut from like backseat freestyle to Mr. Morale, which I was talking about that later. Which I'm
Mm-hmm.
so disappointed he didn't do much from the, to like Dame, to she knew every single word, like back, like she wasn't missing a beat,
Mm.
and
Putting you to
it was
shame,
just so
son.
great. Yeah, 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 yeah. And one thing too, like when Euphoria came on, I thought it was gonna cut it short, or what, he did the whole thing, no back vocals.
He was rapping. He was rapping. That was I was
He's
I was like,
rapping.
oh, this guy's rapping the whole show.
Yeah, yeah,
This is impressive.
yeah. Um, but uh, I haven't been to a lot of rapper that has that much energy, but a lot of people are saying to Tyler the Creator brings that same energy as well. Same with Travis. I haven't been to Travis concert, but he opened for Kendrick during the damn tour, and he has a lot of. But
Mm-hmm.
his is not. He's more like melodic though. He's not really like rapping like
Yeah.
Kendrick is rapping. So um, I thought that was great. The background, I don't know if you pay much attention to what is on the screen too, but it also correlates with the whole performance. And
Mm.
I thought that was really, really great because a lot of it was saying a lot of story. Anita Baker thing, the Sweet Love. There were just the try the car, and then also I really love how her and SZA had like almost like a movie scene towards like the gas station.
Yeah.
Just the energy that
It,
they bounce off each other was really
yeah,
great.
the skits were really good
Yeah.
because it was loud enough where after a while people started to pay attention. Like, oh, this
Hmm.
is part of the show. Let me
Hmm.
listen.
Yeah.
And there were funny parts in the skits. It was good. I
Yeah.
really liked the way they did the skits because it made it seem like the whole show was like one performance.
Performance. Yeah.
There was
Exactly.
things, they did songs together, they
Well
did each
thought out
other's
through.
songs, and
Yeah.
it was well thought out. You could tell they spent money on the
Yeah.
design, the stage, the dancers,
Yeah.
the outfits.
Backup man, the backup dancers, the
Yeah,
performers were incredible. The energy, it was blackety black,
it was
like
blackety black.
it was black.
But it's surprising that the
He kept
stadium
it
was
black.
full.
It was full.
I would look around. I'm like, man, this
I,
is insane.
that's because I don't know if you follow academic TV or whatever, but they try to shut it down. But I'm just like,
Yeah,
I was trying to see really empty. It was full.
it was full.
Obviously, back of the stage were empty, but
Hmm.
like the thing was full. Um, And also, what impressed me was that he was rapping other futures. So, like, Hey Now,
Hmm.
right? And Peekaboo, like, he was rapping all those futures. Like, and he's not missing a beat. He's not skipping any beat at all.
Man, it's impressive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The whole thing was just a story, and it was just real incredible. What I didn't like though was I didn't need to hear reincarnated.
Mm.
um it kind of brought the
Energy
energy
down.
down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though it's a great incredible story, it's a great music. And then also I didn't like you were right, I didn't like how they ended with Luther. I know it's like the number one song. I would have liked it with a high energy song like a not like us or something like that.
I yeah, but it seemed like after Not Like Us
Hmm.
played, everyone was like, okay, that was a peak, that was a
That was
highlight.
yeah.
Let's start to wind down. Let's start to get to our cars. But
Okay, yeah,
when
yeah,
Luther came on, when people were leaving, I enjoyed the song. I enjoyed the performance. I even
yeah.
enjoyed how they both got into the car
In the
together.
car and yeah,
It was
yeah,
beautiful,
yeah. It
and it
was
was like a
actually
fitting ending
it was.
to the show.
Yeah, I think I know why he did that. He didn't want to just end it with just it being him. He wanted to end it
Hmm.
with both of them because the show is both of them.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So it made sense that he ended it with both of them kind of coming together and then ending it in the car and then in the car going down and then kind of like ending it and stuff like that. But yeah, that was the only thing. It was just that energy level switches.
Hmm.
But other than that, it's I'll probably rate it 8 out of 10. And I love that it's started on time and everything was
Hmm.
organized.
Everything was
Bec-
very smooth.
Yeah, because I don't know if you saw there was this clip online where Lefty Gunplay, the guy, crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious,
Hmm.
was making his way to the stage when the show was in LA and they denied him access.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. He wanted to go backstage, he wanted to hop on, and they were like, no. And then I was listening to some takes on some people on YouTube, and they were saying, well, if you think about it,
Yeah.
Kendrick does everything so strategically, like the lights and all that stuff.
Hmm.
If this guy was to come on and it will kind of like throw, you know what I mean? This is not like a small venue show when
It's
a
a big
rapper.
production. Yeah.
Exactly.
You can't just hop on
You
stage.
can't just hop on.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him, but you just can't hop on because imagine the rehearsal, the camera angles. You know what I mean? if I'm walking here, put the camera here. If I'm doing that was
Yeah.
also another
Oh
thing.
yeah,
I
the
don't.
camera guy. Yeah. Go ahead.
The camera guy, he was
Yeah.
walking on stage. The camera guy is like literally in front of him,
Yeah.
and he's when he went to like Euphoria. This guy, I don't know how it was in Texas, but this guy after that, ten ten ten, shoo, shoo, this guy was looking in the camera.
Yeah. He knew because yeah, it was very interesting because he knew where the cameras were
Was
and when
yeah,
to look at them,
yeah,
and because it was it was obviously on the big screen, so it would had an
yeah.
impact when he would look directly at the camera.
Yeah. But now that I'm thinking about it, you were for us though, people did not leave Luther. Like I have a clip of it where the whole crowd was actually like singing it
Mm-hmm.
and vibing to it and whatnot. So that was really, really, really great.
Mm.
Yeah, I didn't to SZA's credit, she won me a fan.
Oh,
I
she did
yeah,
great.
I haven't been really always been a fan of female R&B like that. There's a couple here that I like here, but
Mm-hmm.
after the show and even throughout this week, I've been listening. I'm like, damn, Lucky was right. She got some
Yeah,
heat.
she got some good songs. She's a
Yeah,
great singer. Yeah,
yeah,
and
and
her performance was good. I could tell she had been working on it.
yeah,
She, she brought a lot of
this
energy. She was flying,
and
and
this
it was a long
cinematography.
set.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and this cinematography was great. With the whole bug thing, I didn't understand it until my friend was explaining to me, like like
explain it to me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's kind of so the last album. I don't know if you saw it, like how she had like a bug thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was saying that when she was young, she's always been infatuated with like bugs and things like that. So that's kind of being her like her persona
Mm.
type thing. Yeah. So even like the merch and all that stuff, it had bugs and
Mm.
cockroaches and
She's
all that
into it.
stuff. Yeah, yeah. She just really into that kind of stuff.
Mm.
Yeah. So it was a great show. They even had a replica of a GNX, the GNX
Oh, I
car
think I
outside.
saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
outside
think
of
I saw that.
yeah, outside of the stadium where people were. It was a huge crowd. People in line were taking picture. I know it's not the real one, but
Yeah,
I thought it was kind of dope
yeah.
to kind of see that too. So
I actually saw one driving the other day.
really,
Yeah, I don't
jeez,
know if it was the actual GNX, but it was
uh,
they made several that looked like that, but the GNX was the one with the really big engine.
engine.
That's the one
Oh,
he's talking about.
is that
But
Chevy or what is
I
it?
think it's a Pontiac.
Sapania?
But it was a time where like this car was the most powerful car on the road.
Oh,
They
okay,
just made they made the GNX like one of the most powerful cars back in the day. Oh, it was
okay.
a Buick. I'm sorry, a
A
Buick.
Buick,
It
Buick.
was like a
Okay,
limited
it makes sense.
edition car that was super high performance. But I think they made other cars with that shape, but
Hmm.
obviously not that engine.
Yeah.
And then I saw someone driving it.
Okay, that makes sense. They
Yeah.
said there's something Kendrick was when he was coming from the hospital. That's what his dad drove him in, or something like
Oh,
that.
okay.
There was there's a story behind it, and then from there he always wanted. That's what he said. All I want is a black man national being rational. This is
Yeah.
what they give it. To.
Yeah.
It's not enough. Yeah, so I it made sense. But overall, it's great. My most impressed was the cinematography was just
It was
crazy
great. It was
amazing. Yeah.
pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and it set a story. But what is Kendrick without visuals and having
Mhm.
YouTube? It was money worth it, and the demographics, kids of all ages, whites, black, Asians,
Mhm.
Indians. So it was perfect time to capitalize it right after the Super Bowl, and I think that was really smart of him to do.
Yeah, I was surprised about how wide of a fan base he had because there was people from everywhere
Yeah,
at the show. I
yeah,
was like, and they were singing his
and they were
songs.
singing it.
I was like, dang, this guy is a lot more popular
Yeah,
than I
yeah,
thought.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was great. And not to forget, my only other gripe was Missy Morale not getting no love.
Mm. Yeah, I wanted to hear some other
And
songs.
N95 on
Mm,
there would
yeah,
have
would
been,
have been crazy.
yeah. He has some cuts on there that I really really enjoy. Savior N95, even like Father Time, like something. But
Yeah.
I feel like he didn't want to lean towards that because that was kind of like a dark era, and he kind of GNX is more coming up in age and like a fun, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I can understand why. And people really didn't really like that album. They thought it was boring or bad.
Mr. Morale.
Yeah.
It was good. What are we talking about?
Yeah, it's a therapy album. So people didn't want to face that kind of therapeutic kind of rap, but
Yeah.
it was kind of like an adult thing.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, it was great. So the next stop, I think he has Detroit, and then he's going to the six for 2 nights next week.
Man. Wow. I wonder if Drake's gonna go.
He probably might.
I would
He probably
go.
might. Huh?
Yeah. I said I
Yeah,
would. I would.
yeah. I think he probably might. I
June
just can't imagine the security over there. But do you think he's
June
gonna
12th.
be sold out
Yeah, I think so. June 12th. That's coming up. Yeah.
June 12th?
Yeah. June
Jeez,
12th. Is it? Let me see.
June 12th is what,
Oh, June 12th
Thursday?
and June
13th.
13th. The Rogers Center. It's gonna be a
Jeez,
movie.
it's gonna be a movie.
This guy, I would be so tired. Look at all these tour dates.
2 day, two dude, 2 days, and then you
Back
go.
to back. Yeah,
Yeah.
back to back, doing the same show. All the dancing, all the choreography, remembering all of that.
Each stadium too is different too, so you have to the rehearsal needs to be different with the lighting and things like that too, because
Hmm.
every venue is in different angles and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, this looks like it's some real work.
Yeah, and then after that he goes to Europe.
Yeah.
That Tottenham stadium is gonna be it's 60,000 people.
Damn.
Yeah. Do you think he's gonna sell out in Toronto back to back?
I think so. I,
Same.
and I would. I mean, based on how well it's selling,
Yeah.
I would think it would continue.
Jeez.
You know,
That's a statement if he sells out in Toronto back to back.
in his own backyard.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was my recap of GNX. I loved it. Um,
Sound like you had a good time.
yeah. After I think after this tour is done, we're not gonna hear from this guy like Frank Ocean.
This is he's outside right now. This is
Yeah,
unusual
yeah,
for him.
yeah. It's
He's been
very, very
outside.
unusual. And
Yeah.
now I'm feeling how it is to be overexposed to an
Hmm.
artist. I was like, damn, I kind of do. I was thinking out the other, damn, I kind of do like when Kendrick wasn't so exposed. You know,
Hmm.
you
Not
know,
so visible. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Because when he
not,
pops out, then it means something
yeah,
versus seeing them all the
yeah,
time.
yeah. So, um, yeah. So with that being said, Luther fell out from number one after it being number one for I think 13 weeks. I think it broke the record on Billboard. Um, Same with Not Like Us fell off from the top 50 because I think after a certain time, if you don't maintain that top 25,
Hmm.
it they just drop you
Okay.
after being on there for so long. So that's also a really incredible achievement. So, um, and then speaking on tour, did you see the Drake and P&D tour that's gonna go in Europe?
I saw that. Was it? There was like a few dates in Italy and maybe
And
Paris.
yeah, mostly in England.
Okay.
Um, People are actually mad that he's not doing
The
USA with,
States.
yeah, the states.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I
Why do you think? Because he hasn't done anything in the States
yeah.
since the loss.
Yeah, I mean, he went to Australia. I think it's
But
this.
no, he
I
hasn't
think
done
it's
anything in the States.
Oh yeah.
like in the U.S.
I think he's still checking the temperature right now, and it's probably not the greatest too,
Yeah,
especially with this GNX thing going on right now in the states and the stadium being full,
yeah,
and then you go doing like an arena or something, and then
yeah.
I don't know.
I'm surprised he never did an arena because you would think he would have been able to.
Not with super slow songs like that though, because I
But
think
what about SZA? Like
well he's make
he would need to bring someone like of SZA's popularity to do a stadium tour, but he has a lot of songs. He could do rap songs, slow songs.
yeah
I
yeah
mean, I'm just thinking about the fan base. Like he has enough
that's
a
it
big
yeah.
enough fan
Oh yeah,
base to
wait,
do
yeah,
that.
wait, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm surprised. You know, he
I
never.
think he's been taking the temperature and he's probably thought it's not the best time.
Mm-hmm.
Now with the momentum that GNS is taking and how much you know what I mean, and how much GNS
Mm-hmm.
is doing so well, and then some people are doing stadiums and you're doing arena. I don't know. Even though
Yeah,
arena is like a huge deal too, though.
that's a big
Arena
deal.
arena is huge,
Yeah.
but it's not a stadium level. You can't be saying like 30, 24,000, 25,000 to like 50, 60,000.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
That might have
But
been the first stadium tour I've been to. Because usually they've always been arenas. I mean,
that
only
is true.
person big enough for stadiums is like Beyonce, Taylor
Yeah, Taylor
Swift,
Swift, yeah. Ed Sheeran actually.
Ed Sheeran. Yeah,
The
that's it.
weekend.
Yeah, I went. Yeah, the weekend when I
Yeah,
went to him, it was an arena, but
yeah.
he had a lot of people come out.
And Chris Brown too. Doesn't he do
Hmm.
stadiums?
He did when he was overseas. I think he was in Brazil
Hmm.
and he did a stadium show, and it looked crazy.
Yeah.
But it's tough to do that here because there's so many tour dates, so people have options. That's why maybe that's one of the
Yeah.
reasons why it's tough to. Because if
Yeah.
you only go to Brazil once every 10 years, then you know
Yeah.
more likely to get people to show up for that one
That's
night.
true. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's yeah. Stadium is a whole different that's a whole different ball game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole different ball game. There's so many pieces that comes into it too, right? Security, lighting, performances.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
traveling circus, really.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I'm sure that's probably why they didn't do and just the momentum and also there's a lot of tours going on too. Beyonce one is going on,
Yeah.
the weekend and Playboy Cardi one is going on. Chris Brown one is about to kick off.
Mm-hmm.
So and after the beats, I still think he's still feeling the energy out a little bit too. So it's I think he figured out that it's not the best time to like actually do it yet, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's that for the tour and touring and whatnot. I want to quickly touch maybe like 5 minutes touch on. Did you see Timberland's controversy of signing an AI artist?
No, I didn't see this.
Yeah, there's a huge controversy. Timberland,
He signed an AI artist.
he did already. He's facing a backlash. His AI artist name is called Tata, and he actually like produced and did a song and blah blah. And some of the OG like, do you know Young Guru, the guy that does a lot of Jay-Z stuff? Guru.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was giving it to him. He's like,
Mm.
you taking new artist creativity away because people are saying like, what about real talent human artists that want to work with you?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Signing like sign using AI and signing and that like what are you trying to do here? You taking the human element over here.
Yeah. The
Uh
creativity. You're taking it
yeah.
out of yeah.
Yeah. So I know you haven't heard about it, but my question to you is, do you think more producers and artists will start using AI as their
To,
because you know how Kanye said he wanted to do an album solely on just AI and stuff like that. So I was
yeah,
wondering what your take would be on that.
I think people are already using AI in their music to help write them lyrics.
Yeah.
Help even like Tori with his vocals, he used AI to help his vocals. So I think it's being used all the time already. But having an artist, a front-facing artist that is completely AI, what is the point of that when there's a lot of creative kids that would love to be
A
an
lot.
artist? Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my initial
Yeah.
thought. It's like,
Especially him too. He's been instrumental, man. Some of these beats this guy has produced over the years
mm-hmm.
is crazy. So I don't know. I don't know if you're just trying to become more relevant again, or but because it sparked a whole debate on it. I'm surprised you didn't see it. And a
I
lot
think
of
I
the,
heard of it.
yeah, a lot of the producers who were like actually really really pissed off about that because they were like, there's just so many other talent that needs to be discovered and
Yeah.
talked about and stuff like that, and he's just using AI for it. And I don't know, it was just
Mm.
I think it was silly, really.
Yeah, I think it's yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, he's always trying to push the envelope.
yeah.
Um, but I don't know
Because of
about
his
this
beats,
one.
he's done some
Yeah.
crazy freaky beats that like you were like, damn, how do you even have the years for that? Um, but speaking of having the years for sounds, did you listen to the Ace Trumpets? The clips are back.
Dude, that song is heat. Oh my god, that is.
Did you? What?
I
Tell me your
loved it.
first reaction. Yeah, go ahead.
First reaction was like,
Mhm.
"Dang, this beat is dark. Beat
Tough,
is dark. Beat is good." And the rapping was, whew,
crispy.
the rapping was. I was like, man, it was like a breath of fresh air. Just
Yes,
the way it sounded, the flow. It was
bars.
nice. It was a lot of bars,
It was.
but it was like quality, like high quality
It
music.
sounded rich. I
Yeah,
don't know what it is. It
I don't
sounded
know what it
very
is.
like luxury, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's whatever it is. It sounded like it's got to be the production and the vocals, but like we talked about Wayne, it
Yeah.
didn't sound like
Let's not
rich.
go to Wayne yet. Yeah.
But this one sounded like a very quality song, very nice
Yeah.
song.
Yeah. And they both complement. Sometimes I always find it difficult to like tell the difference between Malice and and Push.
Pusha, yeah,
Yeah. Because it sounds so much alike.
yeah,
But I also like how it's a single and I think it's like 2 minutes and 30 something seconds,
yeah.
right? And they were just rapping.
That's
So the album dropped July 11th. What are your expectation? I know you saw the huge controversy. I don't know if it's a controversy
yeah.
of the Kendrick verse.
I'm listening to it in the background, but
Huh?
this
Hmm.
the way the beat comes on, and it's not like they're not like rapping really fast. It's just
Hmm.
like you can hear every word, you can
Hmm.
feel all the beats. It's classic. But
Yeah,
you're talking about the what to expect.
yeah. Well, what to
If
first, then we go talk about the Kendrick stuff, the controversy of the Kendrick verse.
Yeah, I mean, if they got more songs like this is gonna be an amazing album.
You think it will sound more like Daytona or is it's almost dry? I don't know if you remember both.
I think if this one reminds me a little bit of Daytona.
Daytona, same here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I would think in that lane. But
yeah.
I mean, if they've got like 5 or 6 more songs that sound
E-
like this, sheesh, sheesh.
yeah, yeah.
I'd
It
be
just reminds me of just no BS. It's bringing hip hop back, and it's just so refreshing. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, I don't. I commend him for speaking of coke bars, but at the same time flipping in so many different ways. And so
Mm-hmm.
I was
Mm-hmm.
like, how does he do that so well? Like, yeah,
Him and his
because I
coke bars.
remember the first time I heard Santeria on Daytona
Fire.
and listening to it in the car, I was like, man, Ace Trumpets is also one of those that you can't listen to like in a laptop. It
Yeah,
needs to
you
be
gotta you gotta feel it.
you
You
gotta
gotta
feel
feel
it
it.
into it. So on that note, there is a controversy there's a Kendrick verse. I don't know if
Hmm.
you read that whole story.
Yep, I read it. I heard about it. Yeah,
Oh man. Pusha did the right thing.
I think
Um,
so too.
yeah, cause he would have been dumb to. First of all, I knew Pusha wasn't gonna take off a Kendrick verse. Cause first, he's the hottest
Kendrick.
artist.
It's a Kendrick
Exactly.
verse. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not gonna give you a bad verse.
Mm-hmm.
And second, he's the hottest artist right now. He's gonna boost sales for you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Why
what
would
would
you
be
do
the
that? Yeah.
why would you do that? Third off, do you think there's industry politics with that as to why they want to diverse off?
I think
I think
Drake
it's
said. I think there's
I think it's the
definitely industry politics
yeah,
because
with UMG with the fight going on and
it's
stuff.
just yeah. It didn't seem like this is the first time this has happened.
Yeah,
That's
which
one of
is
the things that
shocking
was
about
like.
that.
Seems like Drake has been pulling records when he
Yeah, I
does
think
it.
he said that he pulled a Pop Smoke one too that Pusha T was on.
Mm-hmm. And the
Yeah,
French Montana record too.
yeah,
That song was fire. I like
yeah,
that song.
yeah. I did like that song.
I
Yeah.
was wondering, yeah. So I think, yeah, I think Pusha did the right thing. It was like, I want this song on my album. And if he's not talking specifically about Drake, what's the
Hmm.
point? What's the problem?
Yeah, yeah. What's
Yeah, what's the problem? You can't
He's-
control my
no?
yeah, it's too much.
Yeah, it is. That's why he's really making it difficult to be in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people, even like your regular listeners now, if you're to ask them, you put Drake in your all top five, most people will be hesitant because of
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff that is being going on in the back. At first, I didn't believe it. I'm like, nah, why would you do? But now I kind of believe it
Now I
because
kind of believe it too.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I was like, it's just
Yeah.
first they were saying he's not bothered, but these things are um it's been bothering him, I guess.
Yeah, you can tell that if all the like artists are feeling a certain way, then maybe they know what's going on.
What's going on? Yeah,
And it's like,
yeah,
artists shouldn't be doing that or shouldn't have the power to like pull
power.
records or tell someone not
Yeah,
to put the record out.
yeah. Because now that makes it even people want to listen to it more.
Even more. That's the first song I'm gonna go to on the
that's,
album and listen
that's
to
what I,
every word they said.
that's what I said too. We should definitely come back and do a reaction on that,
Yeah.
just on that song because
And yeah, because Pusha and Kendrick, they're
nostalgia.
so clever. They can be witty with the words. It's not going to be a direct
There's gonna
shot.
be there's gonna be subs, and even though Pusha said in the article that they're not talking about it, there's gonna be bar in there that you're
Oh
gonna
yeah.
have to rethink it. The song name they say is called Chains and Whips.
Mm,
And Pusha has teased that song before in the Louis Vuitton, so I
mhm.
don't know if it's gonna be like the exact same song or whatever, but that beat was tough too when I
Which
heard it.
one? Chains and Whips.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It
It's
came out already, or
well,
like.
there's a song that came out like maybe 2, 3 months ago called Chains and Whips,
Mhm.
which I it's like I think he was dissing Jim Jones, saying you're chasing features out of
Mhm.
your element, and he's saying all these things about Jim Jones. So I don't know if it's gonna be the exact same one, and then Kendrick's gonna come on at the end, or I just don't know what it's gonna be. But I
Mhm.
remember the last time they connect, right? Nostalgia.
Yeah.
That song was
Beautiful.
yeah, they work so well together. So we're gonna see how
And then
that
the two guys that have destroyed Drake in a battle.
I know.
The optics are
On this
insane.
on the same song. When Kendrick went to MetLife or New Jersey or whatever, Pusha went to his show. Apparently he's been chasing this future.
Oh, really?
There's a
Okay.
feature on there that he said he's been waiting for almost a year.
Okay.
So people were saying maybe that might be it, or that might be a Jay Z feature, because he's the only one really that really gets like a Jay
Mm,
Z feature usually.
yeah.
So I'm hoping a Jay Z goes on there, or like a feature goes on there, and some heavy spitters,
Mhm.
which challenge a pen. But
Yeah.
Talking about
Interesting.
challenging a pen, Carter
Mm,
6.
mm. I think you should stop using the Carter name.
That's how you're
I'll
gonna
be
start with
honest.
that's how
I'll
you're
be
gonna start
honest.
with this.
I think you're.
All right, let me. Okay,
Don't use
so
the
this
Carter
is
name
this
anymore.
is this is our review of the Carter 6. Lucky says Lil Wayne should not use the Carter name anymore
But
because
to
it diminishes it. Go ahead.
no, it diminishes it, but it sets up such high
It
expectations
does. It
because
does.
of what you've already done that it's like it's making it harder on yourself.
It
Because
is.
once you see the Carter series, you see the cover
Mhm.
art, you know what he's done through all the Carters.
Yeah.
So you're expecting the same thing, but
What's
times have changed.
mhm.
But I'll be honest,
What's
I,
your favorite Carter, if you remember?
three.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah,
Mine's
but
three.
he
Yeah.
was in his prime. You
Whew.
would expect it to be that because he was in his prime. He's rapping on everything.
Mhm.
And he had a good team around him. His beat
Yes.
selection, as it's like all of it.
Every
It's not
e-
just the rapping. All
everything.
of it.
Three. It started with 3P on the count of
Yeah,
three, and then
yeah.
Emily,
No,
comfortable phone home,
he had a
Miss
lot of smashes
Officer,
on that. Yeah. Keep
shoot me
going. Keep
down,
going.
shoot me down, la la la. I didn't really like it. Down, la la
I
la la
liked it.
la la la. And then you ain't got nothing is my favorite song on the album. You ain't got
Really.
nothing. Oh yeah, you ain't got nothing. I mean, with Fabulous and Joe Santana.
Yeah.
You ain't got
He ain't
nothing
got
on me. He
nothing.
said tomato. I said tomato. He said got him. I said got him. Yeah, I got him.
Damn, I gotta
Dude,
go back and listen to this.
oh come on, dude. Me and T, we used to go. We used to go out. You ain't got nothing. And then you
Wow.
have Mr. Carter with Jay Z. Got money. We remember with T Pen. This is college days. This when we're in college.
Yeah. This is
2008.
yeah, I
Junior,
agree.
sophomore,
Yeah.
junior year in college. Yeah, that's the Carter time my hand. Let the beat build. Come
Let
on,
the beat build.
man. Let the beat.
Golly. Like
I
that.
know.
Listen to the beat. Like listen to the production on
Protect
this album.
fresh. And
Fresh.
then the lollipop with Static
Mr.
Major. Rest in
Carter.
peace. Yeah,
That was like a really well crafted song.
well
Mr. Carter.
crafted. Yes.
Hey, Mr. Carter. I
I
am
am
him.
him. Like just everything
Yeah.
was just prime. That is a classic album. It's a everything about that is classic. Even the next one, four had like Mega Man, Night at the Bottom, How to Hate,
Mm-hmm.
Blunt Blowing, 6'7".
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyway, off that.
See,
So
look, we're going back to to the better Carters.
I know, I know she will 6'7". I like the view.
She Will was good too.
Yeah, she will. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That one had Drake on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Good beat.
will.
Really good beat.
Yeah. Um. Okay. What do you? Okay. Tell me what you rate it out of 10. On
I'll say
and how
like a
many
5 or
listens?
6.
Say, wow, that's
Because
high.
maybe because I was expecting something really trash, but it was like there was some good vibes on there. It wasn't like complete thumbs down. I would never listen to this again. It was
I
like,
won't.
okay, he's rapping. He's trying to rap really well.
Hmm.
The production isn't the best, but
Hmm.
he's doing his best. And there were some songs that I liked. It's not like Kendrick level
Yeah,
bars or is song
production.
creation, but it
What do you
wasn't.
think is lacking the most? What do you think is the biggest? Why wouldn't a fan, a huge fan like me, wouldn't want to go back?
I just think it sounded like a whole bunch of
It's like a mixtape.
singles, yeah, mixtape songs put together into one. It was a lot of songs and it wasn't very cohesive.
Hmm.
So when you're listening to it, you're just kind of jumping around from different styles to different styles versus, something that's a little bit shorter and more of the kind of the same song. You're kind of in the same bop. But this one was a
Hmm.
little, there's some rock, there's
Hmm.
some singing, there's rap. It was kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
that's, but I'll be honest, I didn't think it was terrible. I didn't
the,
like. I know the internet thought it was terrible, but I
it
didn't.
was-
I didn't think. I mean,
the internet thought so because the Carter series has always been great,
yeah, he's setting himself
right?
up for failure.
Which Carter had Mona Lisa on it with Kendrick?
Mhm.
I can't remember which color it was. But anyway, this guy. So okay, so the first track one and two, I was like, all right, damn, I'm
Yeah,
ready.
yeah.
It,
It started off good.
it
It
started off
did.
good, and then the bells, rock the bells. You can't recreate that rock the
It's
bells
tough.
with.
It's
Yeah, it's
tough.
tough. It
It's
just
tough.
it's in
Leave
a
it
weird.
alone. Yeah.
Yes, leave that one alone with Ella Kuja because it came from a different era and
Yep.
trying to sample in it. It just didn't flow well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think Big Sean
He did good
again
on that. That was good.
had a best verse on it.
Yeah. He did good on that
And
song.
again, Big Sean is in the wrong side of history again. Nobody's talking about his verse. But everybody's talking about how trashy album is, but nobody's talking about Big Sean's. I feel bad for this
Two
guy,
Chains
bro.
had a good song too. Yeah, Big
Yeah,
Sean is just kind of gets left
yeah,
behind a lot.
all the
But
time.
his songs are good. His rapping is really good. I don't know if it's
Jelly
just
Roll,
timing or what.
Jelly Roll voice wasn't doing it for me there. And then band from NO, New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
You remember
Mm-hmm.
Wayne's band from TV
Mm-hmm.
from his mixtape. So I thought it was gonna be
Yeah.
like one of one of those, and it just didn't do it for me. The days with Bono, I
Mm.
don't want to hear Bono
Mm-mm-mm.
in,
What are we doing here?
in 2025. I don't want to, dude. I don't want to hear Bono. Go get Luke Skywalker. Go get
Yeah,
SZA
the
on that.
features
Go
were
get
a little underwhelming.
Cotton
But sorry, go
Candy.
ahead.
Yeah, Cotton Candy was okay. Two Chain did his thing. Think he could have done better. They've made better songs.
Mm-hmm.
Fix Flex Up. I can't even remember. Probably terrible. Island Holiday by Island Holiday by
I like Flex Up.
dude. That was my friend did too. That was terrible. Island Holiday is one of Weezy's worst songs.
I don't know.
I'm
I don't
like
know what he
Weezy,
was
what?
trying to do with that
I
song.
don't know. Looky Steve. What the
I didn't mind Loki's theme.
no? That was minus one. That was minus 10 out of 10. If I play the
Oh
guitar,
shit.
don't play the guitar. Just leave the guitar alone. That was terrible. I
Yeah.
can't even rate that song. And then number 13, which I thought a legend cannot make any song as bad.
PSL.
He needs
Oh my god.
Wayne, let me talk to you for a second. Are you the same guy that gave me a
Look,
Millie
Loki's theme is
627
hot. What are you
Mona
talking
Lisa?
about?
Terrible, terrible. Look, Wayne, what are we doing here? Penis. Did you hear
The elephant.
the elephant sound
I
in
was
the
like,
background?
I thought somebody was yelling. I was like, who is yelling?
What? What? I'm like, Wayne, what are we doing here? What?
It's his team. It's who's ever around him. Because he's trying to do his best to rap on these songs, but what is
Get
this?
get Drake's input. Get Tiger's input. Even though people might underrate Tiger, Tiger has a year for the
Yeah, he does have it here. Yeah,
yeah.
he knows how to make good music. Like a
A
good song,
good
a hit
club music.
song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get Tiger in there.
I agree.
Get Drizzy in there. Get Nicki in there.
I don't think he fucks with Drake anymore. It
Drake
doesn't
didn't
appear to be.
Drake didn't even
Wha-
post the album. How, like
Like,
when?
when's the last time you've seen them together?
Oh
Think about it. I don't think like if you're supposed to be close, you would see them. I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, because even though not to bring Kendrick up, even though he left TDE, he still has
You still, yeah, it's still they're still together. They're in the videos.
yeah
It's not a strained relationship.
yeah, and he's still like I'm sure some of the GNAs he probably had like an input from Scuba Q or J Rock or those
Mm-hmm.
guys. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Rari, I don't even
Yeah,
terrible.
you got it, Chief.
Maria, I actually like that song.
Okay.
The one with what? Wyclef Jean. I actually low key like that song because I think
Yeah.
Wyclef. I was thinking it was gonna be like he used to be the sweetest girl ever. Remember that song?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a play off on, but it was completely different. Oh my god, being myself with Many Fresh, Many Fresh. Sit your old ass somewhere, bro. This is not for you. This is not. And then Mula, Lil Novi, like who are these people? When I saw Alone in the Studio with Machine Gun Kelly, I was like,
Alone in the studio with my gun. Oh,
yeah,
no, MGK and Kodak
yeah,
Black.
with MGK and could have.
Mm.
And then written history, I didn't even want to get into that. Wayne wasn't tapping. You had such a successful career. Just give us like a 444 intro perspective. You have so much to
I don't
think
think.
about,
Yeah, that's true.
right? You have to just reflect. Even though like Eminem, a lot of people are giving flack about the death of Slim Shady. It was very creative.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you listened to it, but it was very
I need
creative.
to go
He
back and listen to it again.
Yeah, he basically killed. It was basically old Slim Shady versus the new one. He was kind of trying to tell him that, hey, we're kind of like in a different era now. You
Mm-hmm.
can't be saying that. You can't. You know what I mean? It's kind of a fun player. It's giving
Mm-hmm.
us something. Lil Wayne does not. Lil Wayne, like he always say, he said, I don't listen to nobody. I just listen to myself, and he proves.
Sometimes you gotta listen to people. Dog.
Like, what are we doing? Wayne, what are we doing here? You have the
You're killing me,
exposure
son.
to every listen,
Does he?
any producer that he wants, Wayne
Does
can
he?
call. Yes, he does.
I don't think so. It doesn't appear to be. It doesn't like I don't know the producers on here, but I don't think he has the best. Let me
Dude,
look at the producers.
if I find out Skip Bayless was anywhere near this album, I'm gonna be pissed. If Skip Bayless, if Skip
That's his
Bayless,
best friend.
yes, if Skip Bayless is anywhere near this album, I'm gonna be pissed
Yeah, I'm
because
looking at the producers. I don't
uh-huh,
really, you know, I don't really know most of them.
I don't. It sound like I said. It sounded like gym class hero type
Jesus.
type production. Like, what are we doing here? Only producer I see is Boy Wonder. That's it.
Yeah.
Boy Wonder. I don't know which song he produced on here, but Wayne, did you see the clip where I shared with Jimmy Carragher here? You have to leave football before football leaves you.
You got to. You can't stay too. Yeah.
It's just all over the place, like you said in the beginning. There's no cohesiveness, Wayne.
Hmm.
We get
Hmm.
it. You can spit bars and all that stuff, but we know right now we're in a different kind of weird era where there needs to be relevance in what
Hmm.
you're saying. It can be just spinning just to spit, and you can have where people can't take anything away from the music that you just created.
Yeah. He's created so
Right.
many great music that
Yes.
you don't want to see it go out like this.
So I don't. Does Wayne? Let me ask. Does Wayne even know that he dropped an album? Like,
See,
why are you laughing?
did you
I
know
mean,
that an album was coming? Did
did,
you
did,
know?
huh?
I didn't. I did. Did you know that one was coming? I didn't know. I just saw that. Okay, he's about to release an album, and then the album
I
was out.
did.
No, no
2 months.
promotion.
I did
2 months
about
ago.
2 months ago. He he
Okay.
he said it. Yeah. But does Wayne himself know that he drops the? This guy seems to be way in tune, eh, smoking so much weed. Like
Mm.
when Wayne is on the mic, Wayne is always gonna be he's never gonna leave my top five because of how
Mm-hmm.
much music he has produced with mixtape, no ceiling, dedication. The mixtape era got
Oh
us through
man, it
college.
got
So
us through for
yeah,
real.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
just hate people spitting on Wayne like this, but
I wonder what he thinks about this.
he doesn't. He doesn't know what is going on. This
That's
fool
true.
probably doesn't.
That's why you're saying you wonder if he knows he dropped an album.
Exactly. Does he know?
Maybe not.
This guy is just out of the loop. I was trying so hard. I was like, please, Wayne, prove these guys wrong that you deserve the Super Bowl.
No,
And
he
all
doesn't.
these new
He
Kendrick
doesn't.
fans were saying blah blah blah. You proved these new Kendrick fans wrong. Like you did not deserve the Super Bowl. Like
Jesus.
if this if this was to drop in November, Wayne, how many of these songs can you perform?
Yeah.
Flex up.
Think about it. That's a good point. Even
Pe-
think about Kendrick's show and the dancing, the
Yeah,
jumping, the rapping. There's no way.
yeah.
There's no way.
This guy from 20 yards and he went on the other 20 yards.
Yeah, rapping. Yeah, seriously.
When the peekaboo thing, when the like in the glass, when the guy he pops out,
Yeah,
peekaboo, like how much energy.
yeah.
Wayne, you are a goat. This Clipse album is gonna show us a true masterclass.
Mm.
I think the production is what failed.
Yeah, I
When
think
he's
the
saying
production is
stuff
what
on
failed.
there or whatever,
But he was spitting. He was starting to spit.
he was trying to spit. It was just all over the place. Did you think it was gonna be like a Kendrick like sub on there?
No, I don't think. No, I don't think he wants that smoke, and that's not the type. That's not where he's at right now. So I didn't
Yeah,
expect anything like that.
yeah.
Did you?
I thought it might be maybe like it won't be a sub, or probably like a quick like a small little jab here
I know
there.
academics was teasing it,
He
but
did. He put
he
high
teased
Kendrick.
it.
Yeah,
But I didn't. I didn't expect because I didn't
he didn't
expect
need
it.
to.
There's no need to. Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
it's
Yeah,
not
there's
his.
no need to.
He was dancing and not like us.
I know. And then they asked him. This fool say he had no idea what it. I'm like, Wayne, come
He
on.
wait. He said he didn't know there was a beef. Isn't
Yeah,
that what he said?
yeah.
The biggest rap beef in the history, not the history, but
with
in a long time.
with your mentor, who's getting
It's getting, it's getting
a belt to the ass, and you tell me you don't know.
belt to ass.
You don't tell me you don't know what's going on.
Oh my
He was
god.
dancing to it, son. If you don't know
This,
what's going on, listen to the lyrics. What
yeah.
uh, he he even say your name on there, didn't he?
He did. He did. He said he was. Yeah, he said something about that.
Sometimes Wayne's girl, and that's conniving. Bro, come
Maybe
on.
that's why he doesn't like Drake. Maybe that's why Wayne doesn't like Drake.
Dude, I refuse. I think it's cosplaying. I refuse that Wayne does not. I think he's playing dumb. There's no way. There's no way this
How can you drop a Carter without Drake
I
or
know.
Nicki?
Oh, Nikki, yeah.
That's. I mean, if you were close, you that would be on the album.
That would have actually boosted up not only sales, but it would have brought. I mean, it's still Wayne. He doesn't need those two.
Yeah, he doesn't need him, but you know,
I can't.
even through the whole rap beef, there was no one from Wayne. No one really backed up Drake. So I was like,
Yeah, that was
that's
also
weird.
that's a very good point. So that's why at first I was like, man, everybody's ganging up on him, but I really feel like Drake plays the victim role. They you have to be done something to people. Why, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? Why all this start coming like unraveling and stuff like that.
Hmm. I
Um,
think it was time. It was time for someone to take over. Someone else. He's been
yeah,
on top for too long.
yeah, yeah, for too long, yeah. And then the music's diluting. So let's call a spade a spade.
Hmm.
It started not to be as good as it used to be.
Hmm.
But Wayne, if you're watching, son, please, please drop the real Carter 6 because I know you're trolling. I need
What is the real Carter Six? This isn't a troll. This. I
it's
could.
no, there's no way this is not a real, yeah.
You don't think so? Hmm.
No, I don't think so. I need to I need to file a lawsuit, a class action lawsuit for this. BS that Wayne dropped. Cause there's there's no way. Wayne said, "Before I let you piss me off, I'll pee on myself."
What?
That's a bar he said on that
No, it's
song.
not.
On Being Myself. Click on Being Myself. Go to
There's some crazy bars in this album. uh,
Yes, he said it. Wayne said it.
uh,
Wayne really said it.
man,
So I
that's
couldn't.
crazy.
I could. It's all like he's been in the game for too long.
Mm.
I just did not. The best feature on it was Big Sean, and he slid. He slid.
Yeah, Big Sean is rapping.
Yeah. It's the whole thing should have been locked in the vault. Whoever produced Penis with Elephant looked Wayne in the eye
Nah, they did Wayne wrong in that song.
and said,
They did him
"We
wrong.
we're gonna put this out." Lane Manuel Miranda is who produced this, but oh, that was abysmal. I'm running out of adjectives to do. I ran out of adjectives. He needs.
Hey man, time is up. Like I don't know. Maybe the time is passed him by.
He
Not
needs
passed
to.
him by, but he needs to. This isn't. This isn't it.
If Jay Z would have dropped something like this, my goodness.
He wouldn't have. Nobody would let him drop something like this.
I was even gonna cut Wayne a slack, and I was like, maybe we can shave this album to 7 songs or 8 songs. But I couldn't even find 7 or 8 songs which will make this album cohesive. It could see you just rapping everywhere. Some bars are landing, some bars are not landing.
Some bars are landing. He's
Like,
throwing them though. He's trying his best.
like, and I'm gonna be frank for my Franklins. Amen. This is
Mm,
from Being Myself.
mm.
I got a whole gang of bees, but I be to myself. Like, come on. before
Elementary.
before I let you piss me off, I'll pee on myself. I'm no better than me. He thin myself. The truth is hard to swallow, but she drank the cement and belch.
What? Wow.
Oh, ah, Wayne, bro, uh, you never gonna leave my top 5 ever. But
Are you sure?
but it's time to leave the game before the game leaves you.
I think
That's
he needs to get it's the people around him, the producers, whoever is because Wayne, he just wants to rap.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He'll just
Yeah.
rap, and
You
he's not
just
really worried about the song. But if people around him are really trying to make a good song,
hmm
cohesive project, it'll sound good. But he's just rapping. That's not gonna work nowadays.
like Joe Budden said, this was a 2 pack of ass.
Wait, what? I wonder what was the original thing that made him say that.
Oh, it was from I think it was his review on Drake's. I think it was
Oh,
Views. I think I
he
think it was
gave it to him on
yeah.
views. But he was right.
It was right. It
He
was
was
just
right.
bloated.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
bloated. And Drake knew that he
There was
was
some
right.
yeah, it was some good cuts on there, but it was just bloated. Let's
Yeah.
be honest. Well, so that's I'm never gonna listen to this album again.
No, I
There's
wouldn't say that. I wouldn't
I
say that.
would.
I'll listen to it again.
If I'm in your car and you playing it, I just drop me off. I'm not. There's there's nothing that I like about this album. I only
I'm
say
playing
one
it.
song on it, maybe two. The Big Sean one, even though I can't really deal with that Jelly Roll voice guy, but I always forwarded to Big Sean's part,
Hmm.
and then I really like the intro, even though it was
The
like,
intro was good. The
yeah,
first, I like the first part, like the first two, three, not the first one, but the third, second, and fourth song, I didn't mind.
Mm.
Like it wasn't bad.
I commend. Maybe you didn't mind
I
because
c
you were on the drive.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, maybe.
But
But
if I
if
was on
you're,
the drive, listening on these speaks, it would even sound better. I would think. Maybe because I was just. It didn't sound like. Maybe because it was background music and I wasn't like critically listening.
I know what it was. It was on a drive. When you're driving, you listening, but you also focusing on the road. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you're not focused on the road that much because you've been driving for so many years. So you're not really, you're just driving. But
Mm-hmm.
like, if your full attention was like when I'm telling you that I block out time to sit down to listen to it,
Mm-hmm.
there's a few artists that I do that when it comes out because I want to catch everything. I'm going to try to feel them. I block out time to sit down and listen. I think that's why I got so pissed off
Yeah. Maybe
because
you were deep into it. Yeah. You
I'm
were
deep into
invested.
it.
You're
I'm deep
invested.
into it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm deep into it. Like I wasn't doing anything else. I wasn't. I was just sitting down listening to it because I want to give it a genuine listen,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I got so pissed off. So when the second time, I was like, all right, let me throw in the car real quick on my drive. It didn't get any better. Even the reviews of it even got worse.
Mm.
Um. So yeah. Oh, I need to get that off. Yeah.
No, you got it. You said it all.
Yeah. and then
You
and
got
then
it off, Chief.
yeah, and then finally, did you hear rumors about Drake's Iceman, the solo album?
Yeah, I've heard the rumors. It sounds the way how quiet he's been.
Hmm.
It's this is like it sound. It feels like he's working on something because he's been really quiet, and that's unlike him. You know,
Yeah. Even not posting on IGs or anything
even
like
not
that.
posting on IG. That's unlike him.
Yeah. Um, this what I'm gonna say about it. There's no need for
Iceman.
sub. There's no need for sub to Kendrick. The cat is already out of the bag.
Well,
It,
there's no need for subs, but when you're rapping, you're gonna when you talk aggressive, anything you say aggressive, people are gonna think it's a sub.
okay.
So even if he doesn't, even if he's not trying to sub, people are gonna say it's a sub. Like if I say, whatever bar I'm the top right now, people are gonna say it's a sub.
The sub.
So just, I mean, there really is no need for a sub, but I feel like the fans are gonna get carried away
Yeah.
and say what it is, say that it's a sub. But he knows there's no need to bring it up. There's like the No Face record. There
Yeah.
really wasn't anything sub, but people
That was actually a good record.
it was a good record, but
Yeah. It got
he's
swept under the rug.
God, it was
It
it's not
didn't.
even on YouTube.
Yeah, it didn't catch that much steam that I thought it was going to catch. If
I,
it was,
I, I don't know what's going on.
did it?
B. No, it
Did it?
didn't. That's what I
Oh,
mean. Like it
oh,
should
yeah,
have.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
It should have, but it didn't, which is surprising.
Yeah, because no matter what people say, the beef did something. Because if you would have dropped that before the beef, it would have it would have
Hmm.
taken off. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Um,
Hmm.
yeah.
And
So
and still, he hasn't put a song with a feature. He hasn't had a song with any features outside of Party Next Door. Think about that. Feature man.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's
Hmm.
true.
Ah, that's like this
So
next album. Is he not gonna have any features?
I doubt it. I think yeah. Do you
Ah,
think he? Do you?
probably
What do you?
Thug.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a really confirm or not. It's a wrap for me.
You watching the game? I hear it in the background.
Got me.
Got him. I got it up too, so ain't no shame in your game.
do you think he's gonna? Do you think he's gonna? What kind of music do you think is gonna be?
It's got to be rapping his ass off. He just put out an R&B album. I think. Well, I think it'll be the usual, but I think he'll
Uh-huh.
be rapping more.
Really? I
Well,
don't.
I don't know because he just put out a whole R&B album. So I mean, I don't know. I would think it would be the usual mix of rap and R&B, but maybe more rap.
I don't. I think he should do it, but he shouldn't have any. I don't think he should have any features, and he should just do like a 10 concise album of just rapping, because that's what people have been asking for.
Hmm.
But I don't think that's. I think it's just he addicted to the charts that I don't think he's gonna do that. I really don't think he's gonna do
Who
that.
cares about the charts?
I know, but I don't think I
Yeah.
don't think he's gonna do that. I think he's gonna revert back a little bit and really not and really not he needs to lock in for like 10 songs just
Yeah.
rapping, but I really don't think that's gonna happen, but we'll see. But are you expecting it to drop during the OVO Fest or after or next year or November-ish?
Yeah, maybe towards the end of this year. Maybe he'll say something about it at OVO. When is OVO Fest? Maybe he'll say something about it at OVO Fest.
Hmm.
But it seems like he's building in the building mode. He's recording. He's get. That's what it seems like to me. So
what if what if Kendrick drops on the same month?
Kendrick's not gonna leave him alone.
I, 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 but
I
I
don't
don't
know what
think you.
I don't know what to tell you if he
I don't.
better
I
leave
don't.
Kendrick alone.
I mean, he can't. He can't outsell him though, so I don't think he will.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway, that's our
Hmm.
wrap
The
for Cleats
rapidy
and
rap
Beats.
rap rap section.
Wayne, you should go back to the drawing board
Get the
and
right people around you. That's what I
and
think.
dr- and drop the real C6 for us, because this was just a joke. I'm sorry.
He
This
can
is
still
just
rap. He can
yeah.
still rap. That's what I was like, okay. I mean, it's not Carter 3 or mixtape level, but he's still rapping his ass off.
Yeah. So that's a wrap, guys. Thanks for sticking with us.
Deuces. Another
Episode
episode 10. Thank
episode
you
10. Wow.
for joining in. We're gonna keep it going. We fell
Yeah.
off a little bit, but we're gonna
If
keep
it
it
fell
going.
off a little, we're gonna keep it going for sure.
Yeah.
All right then, guys.
All right.
Until then. Damn. Damn,
Still
damn.
recording. Another
Episode
episode 10. Thank
episode
you
10. Wow.
for joining in. We're gonna keep it going. We fell
Yeah.
off a little bit, but we're gonna
If
keep
it
it
fell
going.
off a little, we're gonna keep it going for sure.
Yeah.
All right then, guys.
All right.
Until then. Damn. Damn,
Still
damn,
recording.
damn.